My name is Adam, and for a long time, I believed the world was a cold place. People smiled, but their smiles felt empty. They spoke kind words, but their actions were often selfish. I grew up learning one rule: everyone thinks about themselves first. Because of this belief, I built a wall around my heart. I trusted no one fully, and I expected nothing good from others. I lived in a busy city where people rushed all the time. Every morning, I took the same bus to work, stood in the same long lines, and returned home tired and silent. Nobody looked at anyone else. Everyone was busy with phones, worries, and dreams of money. I was one of them, quiet, distant, and careful. One rainy morning changed everything. That day, the rain fell heavily, washing the streets and slowing the traffic. My bus stopped suddenly near an old market because of a broken signal. People became angry. Some complained loudly, others shouted at the driver. I looked out of the window and sighed. I was already late for work. As I waited, I noticed an old man standing near the road. He was thin, wearing worn clothes, and holding a small wooden box. Rain soaked his hair and clothes, but he did not move. Cars passed him without stopping. People walked by without seeing him. Something strange happened inside me. I don't know why, but I kept looking at him. After a few minutes, the bus finally moved, but as it passed the old man, I saw the wooden box fall from his hands. Coins spilled onto the wet road. The old man tried to pick them up, but his hands were shaking, and cars were splashing water everywhere. The bus stopped again at a red light. I felt a sudden pull in my chest. Before my mind could stop me, I stood up and got off the bus. "Are you crazy?" Someone shouted behind me. "You'll be late." I didn't answer. I ran toward the old man. Cars honked loudly, but I ignored them. I knelt beside him and started picking up the coins. My clothes got dirty, and rain soaked my shoes, but I didn't care. "Thank you, son," the old man said softly. His voice was weak but warm. I smiled for the first time that day. When we finished, I helped him stand. His hands were cold, and he leaned on me slightly. "Where are you going in this rain?" I asked. He smiled gently. "Nowhere special. I just sell small wooden toys." Today, no one bought anything. I looked at the box. Inside were small handmade toys, cars, birds, and tiny houses. They were simple, but beautiful. "How much is one?" I asked. He looked surprised. "Whatever you wish to give." I took out some money and gave him more than the price. His eyes widened. "You don't have to," he said. "I want to," I replied. For a moment, we just stood there as the rain slowed. Then he said something I will never forget. "Son, many people have money," he said, "but very few have a true heart. Today, you showed me one." His words struck me deeply. Before I could respond, he added, "Come, sit with me for a minute." We moved under a small shelter near the market. The rain became softer, like a whisper. We sat on a bench, and the city noise faded into the background. The old man told me his story. His name was Yusuf. He had once been a carpenter, building furniture with love and care. He had a family, a small home, and a peaceful life. But time is powerful. His wife passed away. His children moved far away. His hands grew weak, and his work slowed. "I lost many things," he said calmly, "but not my heart." I listened quietly. For the first time in years, I felt truly present. He asked about me. I told him about my job, my routine, and how tired I felt every day. "You are not tired of work," Yusuf said gently. "You are tired of living without connection." His words felt like a mirror. Before leaving, he placed one small wooden heart in my hand. "For you," he said. "Not for money. For remembering." I held the wooden heart tightly. That day, I was very late for work. My boss was angry, but something inside me had changed. I didn't feel the usual fear or guilt. I felt light. In the days that followed, I began to notice people more. I helped a woman carry her bags. I listened when a coworker needed to talk. I smiled at strangers. These small acts didn't cost money, but they gave me peace. A week later, I returned to the market to find Yusuf. He wasn't there. I felt disappointed, but as I turned to leave, I saw the same shelter. On the bench, there was a small note. It said, "A true heart is not found. It is shared. Yusuf." I held the wooden heart in my pocket and smiled. That was the day I understood something important. The world is not cold. People are not heartless. Sometimes, hearts are just waiting to be seen. And that day, I didn't just help an old man.